A lot of times people introduce me as Stinky, the guy that invented the Stinky ashtray. And there's a part of me that wants to correct them and say, I didn't really invent an ashtray, I just developed a functional ashtray, which is, as we know, is a complete departure from the traditional ashtrays, which are ceramic and glass and pretty flat, pretty shallow. And I made one that was functional. And it's the function that I believe has contributed to its success. People smoke in groups, they need an ashtray that'll hold more than a couple of cigars, and evidently there's millions of other people that had the same need that I did. So it just kind of took off, and it's been very steady ever since. But I also get a lot of feedback from people, all the different things that they do with their ashtrays. And one guy sent me a picture of it floating in a swimming pool. That was early on. I thought, well, that's pretty cool. Another guy wanted me to put a life preserver around it, and so they could take it out in his pool. I immediately contacted him and told him it floats. And now it's something that some of the vendors put out there and tell people, oh, these float. And the other way that people deal with something different is they poke fun at it. And I've had so many times when they first came out, a lot of people said, oh, it looks like a dog dish, or I could feed my dog with it. And then a guy asked me, do you eat your salad out of your Stinky ashtray? And all those kind of comments. It would be a great dish for ice cream, and it would. It would be a nice little romantic setting to have your love of your life to sit there and enjoy a little ice cream after dinner. But people are pretty creative, and they say what's on their mind. Then a guy walked by me at the IPCPR, and he took the ashtray and he put it on his head and wore it like a hat. That was Rob Perlman, who used to write Perlman Encyclopedia of Cigars. I got the biggest kick out of that. And then I saw a guy photographed himself wearing it as a hat on one of the cigar forums, this Cigar Asylum. And I love that picture. It's just so entertaining. And people use it as a tip jar. I've seen that at a couple of places. Michael, good seeing you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I like popcorn, so I think it would make a great popcorn bowl. And then when the cutting station came out, one of the first weeks out on the market, somebody told me, they said it looks like a wash basin. You could go over there and get a shave. And they'd asked me, what's the mirror for? And I said, well, it's so you can see the end of your cigar when you light it. I said, yeah, and check your teeth and make sure your hair's groomed. And one guy said, yeah, you can shave. You can go over and get a shave and then have a cigar. I guess you could. One of my favorites, my distribution partner, we came out with this Herf Edition floor standing model, and he sends me a picture of it holding his, at the time I think it was less than a year old, and the baby sitting in the Herf Edition. Well, this is all part of being fun for me. I love hearing the comments. There's very few complaints. Every once in a while I get a little defect on it, we take care of that, but it's mostly fun. And I love hearing all the anecdotes about it and the comments when I meet people, but I'd like to hear more, because you can't possibly meet everybody out there, and I'd like to see how they're using it, and anything unusual would be kind of fun to see, and whatever stories people tell about their Stinky ashtrays. That'd be nice. And I do, every once in a while I get anonymous emails, or not anonymous, but I get emails from people that I've never known, and they send me a little story or a little clip of what they're doing with their ashtray, and that makes it fun for me.